In the studio with Chris and DJ RecBoys Shot. You know we in the stew, in the streets or in the booth. Get in tune, click and view, and get into the interview. Behind the scenes of all your dreams and everyone you listen to. Underground or on the scene, you might catch a gem or two. 845 or worldwide, digital or physical. On the block or in the news, we understand we did it too. Promote yourself or get a budget. Gotta learn the do's and doesn't. Gotta learn when to bet it. If we said it, you could trust it. Cause you're now in the studio with Chris and DJ RecBoys Shot.
What's goody, my peoples? You already know what it is. Happy hump day in the studio with the RecBoys. What's shaking, homie? You know, Shay Gang, bang, bang. What's good?
Oh, man, you already know, bro. Bless. You know what I mean? Glad to be here. My fault. I'm looking everywhere. I'm sharing on my phone. I got the laptop out in front of me, trying to get people tuned in. You already know how we do. But, yeah, I'm blessed, man. Still kind of hyped about, last Friday, man. Like, that was crazy. It was like the stories that we got. You know what I mean? I meant to hit him. Like, yo, did you say something that nobody never heard before? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there felt like a couple of questions we asked them. You know what I'm saying? Dockish, you know what I mean, who produced We Made You Record, he produced records for Joel Ortiz. I mean, not Joel Ortiz, Joe Button. Damn, I forgot.
Shout out to Jared Royal. That's his homie, Joe Button. That's his homie. So he's tuning in right now. Listen, that was super dope. I wish that what we should have did was fucking did like Wednesday part 1 and then Friday part 2.
Yeah, you know what? The crazy part is that I ain't even gonna lie to you, and it's not even planned. Like all Wednesdays are pre-booked all the way to February. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when the connection went through with Dockish, you know what I mean? It was like everything else was already you know what I mean? So we couldn't do like we normally would do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do one, wait a couple weeks, then bring it back. You know what I mean? But we definitely gonna get him back. We got, he's down to do the blast your beats. You know what I mean?
That's gonna be super dope having him in there for that. But I actually want to get him in before that, man. Like, cause I actually had a good time with homie. Like, and there was so many. Like, we just scratched the surface and actually chopping it up with him. And it's I would like to get him and Phantom. I mean, not him and Phantom, him and Free Jack, and just ask questions.
You know what's crazy is what I would like to know is, you know what I mean? Like, do they think we should bring 2 producers on at a time like we did last time to judge? You know what I mean? Or to get feedback? Or should we do one at a time so it's more like a one-on-one thing? You know what I mean? That's a good thing to think about and for the artists to think about as well. Like, do y'all rather talk to these guys one-on-one or do you want 2 inputs at once? You know what I mean? But, listen, tonight we got the homie Enzo. You know what I mean? And I knew up front I'm kind of excited because when I talk about the definition of networking, when I talk about hustling, you know what I mean? When I talk about ambition, hunger, I see this guy. You know what I mean? And that's not even front because he's on the show tonight. Why I say that is because we've been, and I forgot about this, my man. Like, we've been in the inbox with each other talking since March of last year.
Damn.
And it's right. That's the crazy part. I forgot about it. I'm going through my messages and I'm like, oh, wow. You know what I mean? Like, he was asking for an interview then. Or asking about an interview. Let me fix that. Asking about an interview then. You know what I mean? So, and then now to come in 2020, December, almost a year and some change later, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's on the show.
Nah, that's dope. That's super dope.
You know what I mean? So let's not even play no games. And let's bring the homie on. We got the homie Enzo.
All right, you already know what it is. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. We got the big homie Enzo. Real quick, let me shout out some people that's in the building. Shout out to Brav. Shout out to K Killy. Shout out to Vic Smooth. Shout out to the homie Ant Cove. You know the big homie at Too Humble. Enzo, what's shaking, homie? How you feeling? Can you hear us? We good? How you feeling, homie? There must be a delay.
Yes, what's up, my brothers? How y'all doing?
We
great,
good,
man. I'm feeling blessed, man.
Nice.
I'm feeling blessed, man. I can't complain, man. I'm feeling blessed.
That's
Go ahead,
dope.
Chris.
That's dope. So real quick,
How you
introduce
guys
yourself.
doing, man? I appreciate you guys for letting me come up here and talk my stuff, man.
Yeah, no, there's a big delay. There's a big delay.
I don't know.
Go by
Maybe.
Enzo Hogafini, CEO of GMF Entertainment. We out of upstate New York, Middletown.
Nice. I didn't
You hear me? You heard me on that?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
I'm cutting. And then I hear y'all loud and clear, but I feel like it's a delay.
How good
there's a delay.
I want to make sure.
Yeah. If you can.
I got all my bars. That's why I'm going crazy. I got all my bars. I can't hear y'all.
I mean, we hear you, and we're
Hold on, Shad. Yo, you got headphones? Can you put headphones in? You got headphones?
I'm gonna try to put the headphones in. Maybe I can hear y'all a little bit better on that. I had them in before. I couldn't really hear you. Give me a second.
Nice. Shout out to the homie Doug Hopper. He said he got free slots for the future. I have a lot of local artists. He's doing a new mixtape out now. That's dope. He's back on his mixtape game for you guys who want to do mixtape. Yeah, can you hear us? Sounds like
I hear you guys.
So
I feel like it's a delay. I got all my bars. I'm in Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on, man.
That's all good. We just gonna work with it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we just gonna figure it out.
Do what it do, man.
That's all.
Right.
But so I go by Enzo Hogafini, man. I'm the CEO of GMF. Been doing this hip hop thing for a while. Started a label a year ago. I appreciate you guys for letting me come up here and talk my stuff because I got a lot of things I'm working on, a lot of positive things. I appreciate that plug for giving me that plug to Point Blank as well, because me and him got a lot of things we working on. And shout out to Point Blank BX, Point Blank the label, Point Blank Media. We're working on a lot of big things in the future. Shout out my producer, Rebel Genius. All I can say is, man, we just keep working. We hungry.
No, that's dope. Yo, you know what's crazy is because on the intro of the show, I actually alluded to that we started communicating, networking via Facebook in March of last year. Yeah. You know what I mean? So and I started scrolling. Yeah, I started scrolling through the message that us going back and forth, and I seen in there that you was asking about a video guy, and I told you about Point Blank, and I told you about the homie Pedro. You know what I mean? And now to hit, and I've been watching all the videos you putting out, and I'm like, and I totally forgot that I, was the plug for that. And I'm like, oh damn, that's crazy.
Man, God bless you for that, my brother, because what me and Point is gonna do, we're gonna change the game. We working on something that's major. We're gonna make some big announcements real soon. We got a lot of things we working on, man. We about to take over the game in a major way. It's just all about the camaraderie of working with good people, man. And it's very rare that you find people you can connect with like that. And when you do that, go for it.
Yeah, what's crazy is because I tell Shad, and Shad knows, and I tell the people, like, that's what I like hearing that. Not that I did it, but hearing that you took that shit and you ran with it and you making it something else. For me, that's the whole thing of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just here to help. You know what I mean? And probably when I even told you about that, you probably was just thinking, oh, it's another conversation that I had with somebody. And then now later it turns into what you got now. You know what I mean? And it's just that much more better because it lets us all know that there's still genuine people out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's the truth.
Nah, so, that's a dope ass song. I didn't know. I didn't know. It was news to me.
Hey, man, stay tuned, man. When I tell y'all, listen, I'm dropping the Story of Enzo in 2 weeks. Story of Enzo is gonna be the best project you guys gonna hear this whole year. And when I tell you what I'm working on is better than that.
Okay,
stuff that I got is better than that. You understand me?
Yeah. All right.
I'm doing
I just heard some good music, man. Like this, especially
hey, listen. I haven't scratched the surface yet. Not to cut you off, but I haven't scratched the surface yet. I feel like this whole process of creating and making your best, being your better you, making more quality music. I feel like I haven't even gotten to that point yet.
Nice. Okay.
So
in the Story of Enzo.
How long you been making music? How long you been making music? Did you say that?
I started out, I'm gonna say early 2000s. Rest in peace, $500,000. Rest in peace, Stack Bundles. That's the tutelage I came up under. Queens. a lot of that battle rapping, just getting my start, just sharpening iron sharpens iron. I learned a lot from just being in the battle rap arena. Then as I progressed, I went away from music, had a different life for a while. Maybe this time last year, October, maybe it's summertime, I started to get back into music, started to feel the flow, and started to feel the game was changing. It was a good time for me to get back in it. So I started the label GMF, Get Money Fellas Entertainment, which is also, I got the brand, and you could also find that online at the website www.agtgpx.com. Sorry, let me say that again, www.atgpx.com. That's a Touch of Genius Productions. That's my production company. I work hand in hand with my man Rebel Genius. He is the owner and founder of that company. I just work we work hand in hand. So it's pretty much what's mine is his and what's his is mine. And
Right.
I think that's how it should be when you sort of like trying to build something that's worth, staying power, that's worth lasting a long time. And that's just what I'm about, man. Making the right connections and putting myself in the right position.
Real quick, I gotta ask you, have you checked out In the Field Radio?
Oh yeah, I've been up there. Shout out to Aaron Boogie, shout out to Titan, shout out to Deb. I've been up there, checked out DJ Inya T. I'm making my rounds, man.
All right.
Finally,
Hold on. I got another one. I got some more. Have you been to Too Humble yet?
I've been up there. Shout out my man Ant. We're going back up there.
Nice.
Gotta pop some champagne when the story of Enzo drop. I promise you. Part of your work you haven't heard in a long time that's this complete. We take our time with it. We don't rush it on purpose because I feel the quality. It's going to last a lot longer. It's going to be something you're going to be able to go back to next year, the following year, and you're going to still feel like it just came out.
Right.
I try to make music that way.
I got one more. Voice of the Valley. Have you seen my man Gabe?
I just came from up there. That video, that interview should be up in a couple days.
Nice. That's what I'm talking
up to
about.
Kingston to check my people up there in Cryptic Valley. I'm making my rounds. I feel like we gotta conquer what's around us before we can conquer the world.
Okay. One last one. Have you sent your music to Blaze 'em Up Radio? The good people over there, either DJ Poppy Blaze.
No, I have not done that.
Get it to them. Well, I mean, they're gonna know who you are because this is gonna re-air on the show Saturday, so that's a plus. But make sure you get in contact with the good people at Blaze 'em Up Radio. Check them out on Facebook, DJ Poppy Blaze. He has the TuneIn app. This is gonna replay Saturday, 8 to 9 p.m. So, I mean, it's an internet radio station. They play a lot of good music, a lot of good DJs. It's another avenue for you to get your music out, something that you didn't touch. I just want to cover all bases, because
I appreciate you. No,
real talk. It's more so of a camaraderie within the 8. Like, you from the 8, so I got to make sure that you go and see everybody that's close to the 8, so that, you know what I'm saying, so that you can get your shit off and really let's just push everybody. You get what I'm saying? Regardless if I'm pushing you and I'm pushing
that's the right way to do it. That's the right way to do it.
You get what I'm saying? Then all 3 of us is getting pushed. You get what I'm saying? The same thing with Voice of the Valley or the In the Field joint, and also you got Ecstasy Productions because the big homie Brive was in the comments. They're in Liberty.
Okay. I gotta get with him. I haven't heard of that either. I gotta get with them too. I would love.
They got a nice little setup over there.
I'm willing to sit with anybody who's about positively pushing the culture forward and doing something that for the little people, for the guys who's trying to come up and do it as big as the mainstream artists. Because y'all listen to some of my music. Y'all know it's there.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Chris.
So let's talk about this new project. Let's dive right into it. Like what it's about, like, because you're saying the life, you know what I mean? So are you taking us on this journey? You know what I mean? Like what journey is it? What can we expect from it? Who's on it? Like, because I know a lot of 845 artists. We got a lot of features, you know what I mean? Are we industry heavy features? You know what I mean? Because messing with Point Blank, I know he got some people, and I know y'all,
Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. That special feature's coming. I can't announce that yet, but that's coming real soon. As far as this project, This project is fully produced by Rebel Genius from Genius Productions. It was a very personal project to me. It was going to be one of 4 parts. It's going to be 11 songs. It has 4 features. The features include Rebel Genius, JEM Sounds, 845 Artists, SK Point Blank, that's Point Blank Artist, he's under the umbrella, and my man G Money DMV, he's part of GMF. So I kept it kind of light on the features for this one because it's more of a personal project, and like you said, it's an introduction to me. I'm introducing the world to me and letting them know a little bit about me. So when I say it's 1 part of 4, it's a long story and it hasn't even been writing itself. So I got to continue to progress with the story. But the production, I promise you, this production was handpicked. We tailor-made the beats specifically to the sounding of the project, and it's a lot of fun things on it. Has a lot of different feelings and emotions with it, but I'm very proud of it. We really took our time with this, and we worked hard at it, and I'm very proud of it to give it to the world really soon. And we're just putting the bow on it right now.
Where you at in the 8? Yeah, where you at in the 845?
Damn, nigga, you froze up too?
I'm in Middletown right now.
No bueno. I might be riding solo. Chris, you there? Yeah, everybody there? All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, nice. Damn, I was about to ride solo. I was about to take over the whole show. I'm in
Middletown right now.
Oh, okay, I was about to take over the whole fucking show. Y'all got lucky. But it's my whole thing is it's dope to have for you to say that it's going to be a 4-part project. Is all 4 parts going to have 11 joints? Is there a meaning behind it just having it in 4 parts? The 11 to me, in the sense of projects, most of the time I don't have no real like specific number when it comes to things, but when it comes to the number 41 is ringing in my ear, 44. It's like these sort of numbers in sequence make sense. So when I say 11, I'm like, I got to do it a certain way. And when I line these projects up, I kind of like think of it as a book. So it can be a lot of different chapters to it. So I don't really get so crazy with the meaning behind the number, but I figured I got the best 11 songs. They all have a different meaning, and it speaks to the story. So I felt like let's put these together and let's put this as a package instead of going outside of it and trying to add more to it. We'll just wait to the next part of the story and then we'll go with that. Nah, it's interesting because I mean, just 11 songs. You were real specific, and you was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do 4. It's 4 parts." So, I know some artists they get involved with the numbers. So when they do it, it's like, "Yo, no, I gotta have it a certain way. Yo, this was my birth date, or this happened on this day. This was the day, or my first child was born." It's So I just figured I'd ask. Go ahead, Chris.
I don't have no
No, so you got 11 joints.
There is a significance behind the 11, but I'll wait till part 3 to tell y'all that one because it speaks to my life, so you'll be able to understand more.
And that's the dope part because
it speaks more to my life, but you'll understand that by part 3.
See, and now you got me hooked to at least go through 1 to 3.
By song 32, you'll know.
He said by song 32. Ain't that about a bitch? He said by song 32. Listen. I'm all for it. I'm digging the vibe. I'm definitely digging the vibe. Go ahead, Chris.
You know what's dope is because you don't hear too many artists who know the sequence of how they want to do. They'll talk about it, right? You know what I mean? They'll say, "Yeah, I'm gonna put out an album." You know what I mean? We're picking the joints right now. I don't know how many. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's going to be a sequel. You know what I mean? For you to know and have it planned out, that's the dope part for me, and that's the exciting part. Because if you don't plan, you fail. You know what I'm saying? So to know that
the only plan I didn't have, I had this label. I had projects planned out, slated to go through 2022. But the monkey wrench in the plan was me meeting Point. And me meeting Point was a blessing in disguise because that's allowing me to And the Corona was a blessing in disguise too. We dropped 2 projects, by the way, during the Corona. The Commission, streaming on all platforms. Go check that out. That's fully produced by Rebel Genius. I'm on every song, a different vibe, every song. That right there, I believe, is 10 joints on there as well. All Guts, No Glory. That was a GMF project, fully produced by Rebel Genius. Another 10 songs. I dropped a couple singles in between. Ain't All What It Seems. I got Sweet Sugar Babe. I'm doing my singing thing on that, so check that out. I was having fun with that. Smoking too many of them things that night in the studio, but we had fun with that.
Nah, that's what's up.
We got
That's
Must Be Luck, the single that's out. We got a lot of things, man. I got Easy Hunting featuring Source Guard, produced by my main man, Rebel Genius again. I did those 3 singles, Must Be Luck, For the Love of It, featuring J Sauce and featuring my man G Money. And On Me, that's my party joint. Those were all produced by my secret producer in the DMV, Young and Nicey, young kid I got up and coming. Phenomenal production. I only get 1-on-1, so these beats you're never going to hear any other place but within the structure of my camp. So I try to keep it that way for a reason. And just stay tuned, fellas. I'm working, man. I'm working. I'm working.
Nah, that's what's up. Real quick, shout out Bay, shout out Popcast, shout out to homie Shane, shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Make sure you guys like, share, comment. Yo, get in the chat. Let us know if you got questions for the young god. He's right in Middletown, so it's super dope. I'm in Sullivan County. The big homie, he's in Florida. You know, he's down there chilling, having a good old time.
You in Sullivan County? Shout out my man Quan. You know about Quan up there?
Yeah. Nah. It's funny that you said that.
Stay tuned. We got a feature coming. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that.
I had Quan in my house record. Like I personally know Quan. Like I fucks with Quan. Nah, he's good people. I fucks with a lot of people that's in the chat. Like the homie
really?
Brav rap, the homie Pop Cash rap. Listen. I know some.
Stay tuned. We got that. We got that Quan feature coming fast.
Listen, I know some guys out here.
You heard me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once you do that, send it. We're more so into a video thing. I don't want to pull the cat out the bag, but I'm gonna do what Chris does. Chris is actually
he got the video plug. You know, there's probably gonna be a video. He got the plug.
Oh yeah, Point Blank. We actually have Point Blank
video for that. Fellas, just remember this. When I say I got the bank, when y'all remember that video, I got the bank. Just remember that. It's gonna be the biggest video of 2021. I promise that. That's definitely gonna be shot by Point Blank for sure. Versatility, he know about it.
Yeah,
I like that kid. We working.
Yo, it's funny because Ant in one of the videos. So you know,
yeah.
Dope. It's dope. They got a nice little movement up here, man. Shout out to the 8. Shout out to the western part, the eastern part, the middle. Shout out to the people that don't get the notoriety that they should. That is nice. You know, hopefully you guys work together and you know we put this shit on the map. But I'm gonna jump into a video. Oh, that's right, bro. I forgot. Who is Brav? Brav is in the building too. Brav got a project out too. Yo, listen, homie, go check this one out. I don't know if you know about the homie Brav. He got a nice joint out. We gotta get Brav and let's discuss that too. Brav, well, you already know. Chris, I already know.
That's what's up.
Chris, what's up, man?
Before we get into videos, let's talk about the label a little bit. So you got artists, because I know now you got a production team. I keep hearing Rebel, and all I keep thinking is like, damn, why Rebel wasn't in Blast Your Beat Battle? We just had a beat battle about a few months ago where we had Jimi Kendrix and Phantom of the Beat on, and they
Let's do it again. Let's do a fundraiser. Let's do a fundraiser.
You know what's crazy is we don't
do it again. Tell anybody bring their best 10, 20 beats.
We can make something happen. I like that.
Do it for fun.
I like that.
Let's do a fundraiser. We could get Point involved. We could broadcast this live. We could do it big. We could have a fundraiser. We get the best producer you could think of in the area. I bring Rebel. Tell him to bring his best 15 beats.
Oh, you want to do
5 R&B?
You want to set up an event?
That's 5 90s.
No, that's right up my alley. I'm Mr. Event.
I'm a businessman, yo. I gotta.
Okay, yo, listen.
That's what I'm about. I gotta make it make sense.
You know what? I might go get one of the guys from our beat battle, and then you said you got a guy, right? And then we just might just go ahead and
I got a guy.
All right, so then okay, I'm gonna work on that. You got me hype. I'm gonna work on that. So listen,
no, I wanted to let Chris finish what you were saying. I wanted to answer that. You were saying something about the label.
Yeah, label. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the label a little bit. You got the production team. How many artists you got on the label besides you?
I originally was going to do the artist thing, but it came down to people weren't as serious as I wanted them to be about their life and their vision, and the vision of trying to how hard is it going to take to be the top? How hard is it going to take to be the top in New York? To get the top of 845, just to be in the top artist in New York is hard as hell. To break through, to crack that barrier. So when I saw the people weren't as dialed in and as serious with their craft, trying to get better, actually putting the time in the studio and the effort, it kind of dawned on me that nobody's going to believe in it more than I am. So what I started doing, I started kicking my butt. We in the studio. We started making the first project, and it's been lights out ever since. So honestly, in the dream world, I mean, I've had a lot of people I've worked with who wanted to be signed to me, but I didn't see their drive. They weren't as serious. I didn't see their hunger, so it wasn't something I could feel that I would totally be already ready to invest in and fully put all my energy in. Because, like anything else, the time and energy is more than the amount of money you're going to spend to build the artist. And we all know that takes a lot of money to break an artist in New York, especially New York.
The money's not even the hard part. It's just the time. Like for us, it was the time. The money wasn't the issue. We would do whatever we got to do to make sure that the ends got met. But what sucked is that you grow, and then in that time, if we're not growing as a unit, then you grow apart. And that's the part that where it's like everybody has to be on the same track. If everybody's not on the same track, then you're gonna be fucked up in the game.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. So you say you got the label. There's no artist but you. Why go to label rock? Because this intrigues me, right? Like this is up. Like everything I'm asking right now is like, oh my God,
so
you know what I mean? I'm in business.
So
hold on.
So to make a long story short.
Yeah.
No, to make a long story short, it originally started with 3-4 individuals, and it divvied down to 2 individuals in less than a year. And when I'm begging people and pulling people to go to the studio, it doesn't seem worth it in the end. But I'm a person that was all the way committed. I made a company. I started an LLC. I started a brand. I started to merchandise. I started to brand myself within people and the culture. So I couldn't just abandon something. So although those individuals didn't have the intent or the seriousness that I had, or knew that it took a lot more than just rapping to actually build a business, it wasn't something that I was ready to abandon just because those people weren't as serious as I was. So at the end of the day, you live and you learn. I gotta that's something I have to say with business, and I'm glad I learned the lesson now before I started breaking down $100 million checks.
It's very interesting that you said that because like Chris, I don't think Chris thought that was going to be the answer, but that's kind of like the boat that we're in, right? So it kind of.
I had to ask because a lot of artists would go do that, right? Like they'll say, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to start a label," but you didn't start a label just to start a label. Like you had a team, you was trying to build something. It just so happened that as you was building a team.
I could have been on years ago if it was just me. Shit, hell no. I ain't want to start a label. This GMF is me. I got it tatted on my arm. If everybody who know me, I had Get Money Fellas tatted on my arm at 19. I've been getting money fellas my whole life. So whether or not I made it a label or brand, that's embedded in my soul. So that's the way in which I live life. So
what I'm saying is
making a company out of it just made sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, a lot of artists don't. Again, that's what I'm saying. A lot of artists don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? They'll think, let me just go start a label so I can have a label. There's an end or a be all to your madness. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I had to ask you the question because, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out here who just do shit to do shit, and then they wonder why shit ain't working because they don't have the plan. You know what I mean? You seem to have that shit methodically throw it out and know what you want to do, which is why I had to ask the question because I know a couple people who just got labels and it's dumb on the label, and I'm like, why you did a label? Oh, because I wanted to start a label. You could have just went as an artist. You ain't had to do a label.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's dope though, because you know what I mean. You got a plan.
Well,
And you know
and
what
I
you're
feel
doing.
like but at the end of the day too, I would be lying if I told you there's not people that want to be signed to me. It's a matter of I don't want to put nobody on no paperwork right now, and my situation is changing because I'm forming a merger with another company. So the structure in which I'm going to do business and incorporate other people, it has to have their best interest. So I got to get my best interest taken care of first before I can do well for others. So I don't want to put people under a contract that I can't fully do right by the contract or fully do right by their career because I don't want anybody's career in my hands and I can't do right by the situation because there's already enough shady business as it is in this world. I try to keep it even keel and get the best result, you know.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Chris, what's up? You want to get into a video?
Yeah, let's get into this joint real quick. What joint you got queued up, Shot?
I got one of the two that he sent. I got the. Here's the first one that was sent. Let's get into it. You already know DJ RecBoys. Shout out the homie Chris in the studio. We got the homie Enzo GMF. You already know what it is. Sit tight. Let us know what you think. All right, let's get into it.
I made it this far, it must have been luck, and not one here to be touched. I know I'm not worthy, I pray with the dirty. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. And not one here to be touched. Not one here to be touched. And not one here to be touched. It must have been luck, and not one here to be touched. I know I'm not worthy, I pray with the dirty. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. And not one here to be touched. Not one here to be touched. And not one here to be touched. Like the mission. Aim for me twice, this time to miss. This bitch, I don't like this shit. Always been the shark in the pond, just bait the fist. So I look to the sky, never prayed for this. Just talk about it, never played in it. Another Steven Smith. Got a lot of talk, man, talk to this. Who else can say, bro, all the fits? I'm a quarterback, all the hits. Got a filthy sense, some say it's an itch. On some Rico shit, on some Nemo shit. When you ask about it, better read a bit. Gotta get away, move away, clean and swift. Gotta get away, move away, clean and swift. I made it this far, it must have been luck. And not one here to be touched. I know I'm not worthy, I pray with the dirty. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. And not one here to be touched. Not one here to be touched. And not one here to be touched. It must have been luck. And not one here to be touched. I know I'm not worthy, I pray with the dirty. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. And not one here to be touched. Not one here to be touched. And not one here to be touched. I said it and I meant it. Play me close, don't be a victim. Take it to the spot, I had to stick them. Took it to the Baja on my pivot. Saw in a dream a thoughtless vision. It must be luck, a boss's mission. Always going to make it home. I ain't always have to mention it. It was never treat when I was tricking. On the road to the riches, would tell about winning. Never flash in the pan, always ran the distance. Never asked for advance with the back instrument. Flip the backhand like a fitness. This is Hawk Feeney at his fittest. Came out the jungle winning ticker. Don't need the apes or gorillas. My stake in the space is great. Better get this far. It must have been luck. And not one here to be touched. I know I'm not worthy, I pray with the dirty. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. And not one here to be touched. Not one here to be touched. And not one here to be touched. It must have been luck. And not one here to be touched. I know I'm not worthy, I pray with the dirty. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. Wrong move, turn the eyes to dust. And not one here to be touched. Not one here to be touched. And not one here to be touched.
You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys. Shout out the homie Chris in the studio. We back at it. We got the homie Enzo in the building. We just played one or two joints for him. Chris, what you thought?
It was great because I heard this before. I heard this a while ago. I follow him on Instagram. I messed with the joint. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. The first time I heard it, I had to go back and listen to it again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The production. So this track on the sequel joint.
Nah, that's one of the 3 singles I just dropped by producer Young Icy from DMV. I dropped that. I dropped On Me, and I dropped For the Love of It. Those were just me just testing different, sounds. It wasn't so much of that was going to be a part of the project. I was just in a record mode, and I had those sitting, and those wasn't going to be a part of anything, and they were just going to be loosies in a sense. So
Gotcha.
When I put that out, a couple people fucked with it, and like, no doubt, it was different altogether for me, because if anybody hears my shit, they know it. I don't really do the drill trap thing too heavy, but
Right.
it was something different. I just was slap boxing on it for a little bit. It was just a lyrical exercise, so I wouldn't even count that in like we were just having fun, baby. That's what that was. I gotta be honest with that. I got a lot of product out there, so
I like the
I was
vibe.
having fun with that.
The vibe to me was
it's a different joint,
Yeah, I mean, I was bouncing.
Joint.
When
I shoot the On Me video, you going, when I shoot the On Me video, because that's another single I got out. It's a party joint.
Okay.
From the same producer. Everybody liked that joint because it's the same vein. It's what all these young guys dip into and what they bop into. So that was like a little bit of a stab at that. I could play with that. I could play with this. I could do that. I could do this. So I mean, whether or not people feel like it's the best of my work, I was just playing, man. I'm just having fun with this, baby. All this is fun to me.
How about the Found a Way joint? Let's talk about that before we play that joint.
The Found a Way, man. That joint is it, baby. I like that.
Okay. So let's not even play no games. Let's get into the next one, Sha.
All right, you already know what it is. DJ RecBoys Shot, the homie Chris in the studio. We got Enzo with us. This is his second joint. Tell us what you think in the comments. Don't be shy. Let's get it.
I found the way. I found it. Look in the sky. I found a way. I found a way. Look to the sky. I'm not afraid for better days. I found a way. Look to the sky. I'm not afraid for better days. I found a way. You know I'm here to stay. Look to the sky. I'm not afraid for better days. I found a way. You know I'm here to stay. Look to the sky.
How you go? I'm just trying to get it how I live it, trying to add it up. Big pants, no hands, trying to run it up. Buying everything I ever wanted, about to stun on ya. You don't listen when they talking, you be like I'm done with ya. Cut them off, amputate. But if you cut off both arms and both legs, how you great? Sometimes you gotta look inside the mirror, take a glance, who you wanna be. Shape and mold that person to your life. Still on Front Street, be yourself, know your worth, never quit. Spend the 20, stack the hundos and the 50s, cause the future's looking iffy. Think I found my way, I've been praying for a better day. Trying to get the ties to sway, shape and mold the game like clay. Trying to learn the business side, all work, no time to play. I'm early, no running late. Me sober, bitch, not today. I'm higher than shooting stars, my talent's gonna get me far. Pull up inside for a car, GMF, yeah, tomorrow.
I found a way.
Well, when I experiment in the stream numbers, match the experiment. That's what's really popping.
I found a way. You know I'm here to stay. Look to the sky. I'm not afraid for better days. I found a way. You know I'm here to stay. Look to the sky.
I learned to diet, no keto. Had to fight for Cheeto. Where I ran through, me and my band of amigos. That a blend of salsa out you, yeah. Poppy, no cheapo. Yeah, we tighter than a human stitch. Shit, that's something you can fix. Street code will never fold. Almost cried 100 times when I had to go activate and go beast mode. Furious temperatures that I keep cold. I pray for a better day but never see. Only wanna rock big jewels and live heavenly.
Only wanna rock, truck ice, live nice, but what's the price? A ticket just to live it up with fame and glory. And how it ends, the same story. All the ones that came before me, so I'm moving different. Let's say I'm more persistent, more consistent. And I ain't leaving till I get the mission. As I unfold in the sign of the time, sonically sublime. Whenever I rhyme, I tap heaven's line. And you feeling like it's delivered, presented, handwritten scripture. My literature is like electric petrified hieroglyphics. My pen and paper shoot the sparks off with the gifted. I learned the best things in life from the ancient mystics. If you gon' get it, get it. You gon' go the distance. No matter how the rules are written, I'ma stay committed. No matter how the rules are broken, I ain't never folded. No matter how the roller coaster, I'ma stay in motion.
I found a way, I found a way. Look to the sky, I'm not praying for better days. I found a way, I found a way, I found a way. Look to the sky, I'm not praying for better days. I found a way, I found a way. You know I'm here to stay. Look to the sky, I'm not praying for better days. I found a way, I found a way. You know I'm here to stay. Look to the sky, I found it.
Here y'all. Yep. I can't even hear y'all.
What's good? We back at it. We hear you, homie. Yeah. We got you. You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys, shout out to Chris in the studio. The big homie Enzo.
I just want to say something real quick because I was reading one of the comments and Bowser. All right. Here's my thing when it comes to experimenting, and like everybody out here who makes music in the 845, they do different things, right? Everybody got their own sound, they got their own people they cater to, and when you have the ability to create for others as much as I do, and create for myself as much as I do, the body of work that I put together, it kind of shows. So when I say I'm experimenting and I'm playing around and I'm slapboxing, those are all things that play off the mental of you just lyrically playing with the words and just trying to figure out. Well, the confidence should be in everything you do. Everything I touch, everything I put out, I feel confident behind it. And the streaming numbers, let me tell y'all that. The streaming numbers show that. So if it's an experiment, it's a hell of a funny experiment because it's working, baby. All three of them joints. So when I say that, I don't want people to take that out of context, you know? It's not like I'm just out here just throwing out trash.
No. I think what he was saying was that I don't think it was so much that it was whack. You get what I'm saying? Because I felt the vibe. You get what I'm saying? And I don't usually vibe. Like if I don't fuck with your shit, I'm a pass on it. That's just how I feel. You get what I'm saying? So I felt the vibe. I think he was saying that if you're gonna put it out, just be more confident. I think there was a misread in that. But I feel what both of y'all say, because if you got it,
I don't think
put it out.
I don't think he meant that. I think he was asking more of a question like, do you as a brand, do you test stuff? And I agree in the fact that you do want to test stuff, because how you gonna know what's your audience? How you gonna know where to go?
You should always. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta test your audience. You gotta find your market. You gotta find who you're catering to. Hell yeah. But by that, if you do that, or you stay mundane and stay into one space, you're never going to find who you're truly reaching out to. Most of my streams come from the UK. I know what my audience is at. I know what my fans base. I know what I'm touching, because those are the people that I'm seeing in the chats. Those are the people that are DMing me. Those are the people that I see the numbers directly correlate to. So it's not so much of a misread as to where I know where my audience is at. So I think when you do experiment, that's how you do find those people and those funny niches. Them people in UK love that record. Must be luck. That shit's like crazy. So
you know what's crazy? Well, see, it's funny because now we're getting into like, you know your numbers, you know your base. So when you take the time to actually record, mix and master, and shoot the video, then it's not something that you're just trying. You know where that's going. You got a specific landing point for that album. I mean, for that joint, for whatever track that you're making, you know what audience that you're capturing in that. So, I get it. I definitely get it. Like you said, it's streaming heavy in the UK. Like them niggas fuck with that shit. So you know for a fact what they like. You get what I'm saying? So now when you make that, you put that out. That's for that.
Like Brian was saying now, he said, he just said right now, I'm not saying don't experiment. I think like again, I think it was more of a question.
When it comes to like, I got a record coming out with a No, I feel you. No. I feel him. Tell him it's nothing but love, bro. It's all love. I want to know that, but I just gotta explain like my end of it, because at the end of the day, I represent a brand, I represent a company, and I don't half-ass nothing. Everything is all the way thought through. It's all the way planned, and it's never by accident, never by chance. I'm supposed to be it. You know what I mean? So I don't try to make those missteps. And if I allow it to be, room for missteps, how do we ever gonna fall in the right? So it's a little bit different. Tell him I totally get what he's saying. I didn't take it that way. I just am explaining my end, because I gotta always make sure I'm understood on my understanding.
No, absolutely.
Tell him it's all love, baby.
Nah, that's dope. So real quick, before
stream those records, baby. I'm gonna support you, man. I'm gonna follow my man too.
Before we let you go, real quick, let everybody know where they can check you out, all your social medias, where they can find your music at. Let them know about you.
All right, man. You can find my music all over every streaming platform. Follow the YouTube channel. That's GMF Entertainment. That's on YouTube. You're gonna find a ton of videos on it. I have the commission video on it. Above the Rim, Jefe Bichote. We didn't get a chance to play the Jefe Bichote joint. That was directed by my man Point Blank. But soon, all you're gonna see is me and Point Blank. So at the end of the day, just stay tuned and get ready for the story of Enzo. That's going to be available in a couple of weeks on all streaming platforms. You can follow me on Instagram at Enzo, NZOE _Hogaffini, HOGGAFINNI. Follow me on Twitter and every other thing. You follow me on Facebook as well.
Dope.
Nice.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate your time. It was long overdue. Like I said at the beginning of the show, you know what I mean? We've been politicking since last March, so to actually have it come into fruition right now and actually, get you on the show is dope. You know what I mean? Anytime you drop anything new, any videos like that, make sure you hit us. We already got you over here.
Oh yeah, man. I want to do a follow-up interview too. Maybe we could do it in like a couple of weeks, maybe, if y'all not busy, or maybe after the new year. Because I want to talk about the project and how it was received, because I'm doing a couple of giveaways with the project. I'm doing a couple merch giveaways with it. So it's a couple of fun things I'm doing with this project.
Dope. Right now we're booking for February. I don't know if that
I want to
works
make sure
for you.
I definitely tap in.
I don't know if February works for you, but definitely hit me.
That might work out perfectly. That might work out perfectly.
All right, bet, my G. We appreciate your time, man.
I should have at least 2 new videos for y'all by then. All right, brother. Y'all take it easy, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Good looking, homie. Easy. Nah, that was super dope. Enzo. Make sure you check him out.
Shout out Enzo, man. Like I said at the beginning of the show, to have that come full circle was crazy. You know what I mean? I didn't know he was going to talk about that. I linked him with Point Blank. You know what I'm saying? But God, I totally forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of dope. But it was a dope show. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna front. What I like about him, and I don't know him. You right? This is just through the interview. This is just through networking on Facebook and stuff like that.
Right.
Is one, the confidence, 2, how he plans. You know what I mean? Like he got his shit planned out, and that's dope. That's dope to see. You know what I mean? And to hear. You know what I mean? Because one thing I hate to do is talk to people and I'm like, yo, so what you doing? And they're like, yo, I'm doing X. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, okay. So you thought about Y? And they're like, nah, I haven't got there. And I'm like, so what's next after? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's dope to hear that. It's a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? Shout out Barry. You know what I mean? He said I have a bunch of different sounds. What I'm saying is I can't put it out next to any other record I got, and it's not to have the same impact. I wouldn't put it out saying don't experiment with your product, experiment, test, but don't go straight to the public platform. He makes a good point too. You know what I'm saying? But like we always say, you got to find that niche. You know what I mean? And how you want to go and who's gonna support what you're doing. You know what I mean? So at one point or not, you gotta try something other than your friends. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Shout out to the big homie Foos. Yo, that nigga said he watching that work. Yo, listen, nigga, don't get fired, my nigga, because don't hit me talking about, yo, I was too dead. Manager caught me and all this other bullshit. Listen. Unless you want to pass out some flyers or sell some merch, I can't help you, homie.
Make sure y'all go check out Barry's interview on Ecstasy Productions. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, one thing I liked was the hunger. You know what I mean? Definitely hunger. You know what I mean? Definitely the confidence. You know what I mean? And the go getting. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people will have the talent, right? You know what I mean? Or even the know-how sometimes, but lack the hustle, right? Or you get the person
who go and get it.
Right.
The foot in their ass. They lack that shit. I know a lot of people. Yo, listen, that's what separates the people that do from the people that don't. Is the foot in the ass. You know, people put their own foot in their ass, or they find that spark that keeps them going. But you know what? The best part of the whole interview for me was finding out that he started off like us, and it kind of like I can imagine somebody saying, "Yo, so you guys, it's Catching Wreck Entertainment, but you don't have any artists." You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, why you guys just did do the in the studio separate? Why would you have to do a label to do? You get what I'm saying? But then it made sense how he brought it all back. You get what I'm saying? So, it was definitely dope. Definitely dope.
Real quick before I get out of here, man, because I've been seeing a lot of shit about the Casanova shit. You know, and I've been seeing a lot of memes talking about Vlad TV, right? How Vlad TV, you know, they're gonna use his interviews with Cass against him in court, right? You know
That's
what I'm saying?
crazy.
So I wanted to get your feedback and the people's feedback real quick, you know what I'm saying, about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy. Do you think he set motherfuckers up? Do you think that's his intent? Do you think he's just a gossip ass a motherfucker? Like, you know what I mean? Like he just wants the story rather than to get, you know, these artists seen. You know what I mean? Talk to me, Shawa. What you thinking?
Vlad is an opportunist, dude. He's a scuzz bucket he's a bottom feeder. And I say this because he got in because he was a DJ and you know, he was a kind of a dope DJ. You get what I'm saying? But being a DJ, he ended up being around all these people, and he's seen the interviewing thing when the DVD age was popping. So he's always had the connection. So don't think that like, yo, he's just some fly by night nigga. Like this nigga has been around. I'm just saying for the people. But all period, what he's doing is some fuckboy shit.
But when you say what he's doing, do you think he's intentionally doing that, or is he just I don't think not even play games? Is he trying to set people up? Do you think he's doing this to set
people up? He's dry snitching. He's asking people about stupid shit that he shouldn't be asking them about. Like, yo, there's niggas on the show that are convicted felons.
Is he dry snitching, or is he asking them questions and they not thinking past go? It's just you know what I mean? Because like think about it. How many times you've been talking to somebody, you're like, yo, you might just be talking about some crazy shit. Yo, hold on. You might be talking about some crazy shit. You're like, yo, my man got you know what I mean? And you just met this guy, and all of a sudden it's he's like, yo, but my man got you looking at him like, yo, I didn't ask you that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Do you think it's more of that? Like these artists just chit chatting too much instead of what you call it? Let's read some of these comments before you answer that. What about the rappers not answering? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's one too. The game is screwed up. Vlad is bad for the culture, but he's giving out bad interviews, so people sense the humanity and honor is jaded. His job is to interview. That's what the homie as Too Humble said. This dumbass rappers talk too much. Clout is a dangerous drug. See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking more.
I mean, when it comes to Vlad, I mean, people go there to tell their street stories. They go there to tell shit. I mean, hell yeah, they fucking do. Because hell yeah, dude. Like, yo, if Vlad calls me for an interview, 9 times out of 10, he probably wants to know some shit that happened about up north before he wants to hear some shit about what's going on. This shit.
Right. But so why do you answer? That's my question.
I mean, no. I mean, yo, listen, he might drop a bag. He might be paying these niggas. Or they might be cutting on a check. And they're not even looking at, you know, because there's been a couple people who walk out on it. There's a couple people to put the nigga in his place. You get what I'm saying? But my whole thing is like, yo, I mean, it's fucked up because we're living in a time and age where you can't, if the game is changing in front of our face, like how the police are getting you is changing. Like, yo, there's never been somebody who went, like, not that I know of, that went and got something from the Source magazine, and this is this is going on your indictment. You get what I'm saying? So now it's like, you get what I'm saying? So now, for the fact that people are giving interviews and they're using these things as incriminating evidence against you, first and foremost, it's a law. So to really get to this shit is to go the legal route to get to where this can't be held against you. But we're not even going to get into that part because that's a totally different part. You get what I'm saying? Because that's legislative and all that other shit. But I mean, dude, like, he comes on, they go on there knowing what it's for. You know, yo, dude, he's not the first one. He's not the first one. He ain't gonna be the fucking only one. If I was them niggas and I own any rights to any of my shit on there, delete all my shit, my nigga.
but see that's what I'm saying though. Like, all right, so if I know, I know what
he said. They know what the show is about and they go anyway. So now it's like,
yeah, but that's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, y'all, check this out. This is what I'm trying to ask you guys. If you know that this guy's gonna go and ask you some shit that could potentially get you in trouble, do some time, take you away from your family. Let's say you know that, knowingly go into it, and you like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna go there anyway, because I'm not gonna let him. Because you think you smart, I'm not gonna let him trick me up. I'm not gonna say nothing. Then you get there and you tell on yourself. Whose fault really is it though? Because at the end of the question I asked you guys was, hold on, the question I asked you guys was, is Vlad intentionally setting these motherfuckers up? Because that's what everybody's saying. So it's either Izzy or these artists telling on themselves.
Well, nah, he's playing a part. He's playing a part. He's playing a major part.
Hold on, Shad, don't play. Hold on. Don't play the fence. Either he's maybe not a informant, but he's saying this so these motherfuckers can answer, and they're just going too far with the answer, or are the artists really telling on themselves?
Nah, yo, listen. What if they come on his platform? He controls the interview. That's on him, homie.
Nah, that's not true. True.
It is true because yo, listen, we got convicted felons on our show all the time. Nobody knows it.
Yeah, but that's the point I'm trying to ask. So it don't matter. It don't matter if they know or don't. If I ask the question, if I ask you right now, yo, shot, you ever shot anybody? No, yes or no. But if you come out and say whatever that you shouldn't be saying on fucking is that my fault? That's what I'm asking you guys. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm glad I ask you,
listen, if you was interviewing me,
yeah, but
you wouldn't.
If I wouldn't, yeah, but we're not talking about me. This is a question that Vlad would ask them. So if I'm Vlad and I ask you this, hold on. See, Barry says the artists are telling themselves. Vlad rips off HBO Taxi Cab Confessions and made it Informant Files. The artists are telling themselves. Cub says, see, everybody's agreeing with me. You have the opinion, you have the option to answer. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to find out. Like, so if I ask you a question, any artist I bring on the show right now, like shout out the homie Enzo, he said he's been getting money. So if I would have not intentionally would have said, oh, so how you been getting money? It could have been business. He could have been a legal business owner, but I just asked the question. And then he comes out and says, yo, listen, I was doing
you doing hypotheticals. That's not what he happens to do. He goes in for the kill. You're
missing the point. You're missing the point. Do they have to answer?
Well, nah, they don't have to answer, but they don't have to take the show either. But at the end of the day, like my whole thing is like, yo, listen, if I start asking incriminating questions to motherfuckers, niggas ain't gonna want to be coming to the show. I'm just saying, because our platform, they believe our platform doesn't warrant, isn't enough for that. And some motherfuckers go in there saying, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna take my chance. Like Cass. Like he thought he was just all good. You go in there and telling your jail war stories. Now you get what I'm saying? Now they pulling this shit up as a fucking indictment. But at the same time, as me loving the culture, I'm not trying to put no nigga that's getting money in the culture and getting hot in the culture in that position. So we're not even going that route. Like there's no reason. I'm just saying as a whole. But I'm saying because I'm looking at it as Vlad, me being Vlad. I say I got the same platform as Vlad has.
That's his niche.
Yo, I get that. His niche. So all right, so now I mean, yeah, he made it that because he wasn't he didn't start off like that.
That's what you do with a niche. No, he always been like that. He just it wasn't to the way it was now to where he could actually ask you a question like, yo, so you put a hit on this person, and then some dumbass motherfucker you was with got the video of you asking for the hit. Like it's a different era right now. You know what I'm saying? You found it. It's sad to say. It's sad to say. Go ahead.
What you think about this dude Hassan?
He's a
Yo, because I feel some type of sort of way about this dude, and at first I feel like he makes some valid points, especially with the Jim Jones thing.
He makes a lot of.
He be bugging the fuck out, and I hate to even talk about him to make it seem like our shit is relevant because we talking about this stupid nigga. But my thing is like, yo, listen, people get in these positions and they know a couple people and, you know, they get clout off this shit and they get thousands and thousands of followers. That nigga, that brother right there, he's destructive. He's very destructive and he's poisonous, dude. He's another dude. He's average in the trunk. That's how I feel about him. There's some truths that he spits, like the shit with Jim Jones. He really woke me up to that shit. But when he's talking about why Casanova and them niggas turn themselves in, why they ain't go out like Asada Shakur and break niggas out, like yo, my nigga, like I get it. But unless you out there leading the fucking charge, my nigga, fall the fuck back. And you need to stop telling our people to just jump out the fucking window, especially if you ain't out there. You get what I'm saying? Like he has an issue with my song. I don't know. I don't give him enough play to know what that issue is about. But I seen where he was talking about Jim Jones, and I was very interested in it because me and you have had this conversation, and we know a lot of people that personally fuck with Jim Jones. So you know, I'm intrigued. You know, and a lot of shit that he says makes a lot of fucking sense. What do you think about his take on Jim Jones?
I didn't hear the Jim Jones shit.
All right, I'm gonna break it down real simple to the nigga. He said this nigga Jim Jones is on the Tekashi 6ix9ine tape, talking about the nigga needs to get super violated, right? He said after that, he says Jimmy is the biggest. Like nobody was fucking with the Bloods until Dipset Jimmy started going crazy with the shit. This is industry wise anyway. Third, he said, how come 6ix9ine trolled everybody else except Jim Jones?
How come he trolled on everybody else?
No, how come he trolled? He went ape shit over everybody. When he came out, he's never said nothing ill about Jim Jones. Meanwhile, Jim Jones is on the tape saying he should get super violated. Now listen. That's I don't give a fuck what you talk about. RICO, racketeering, all that shit, my nigga. When you're wrapped up in a RICO case, a federal racketeering case, and you're talking about organized crime, and somebody says he needs to get super violated, that's a hit. I don't give a fuck what those are words that you don't normally say. And a normal nigga doesn't say that. You get what I'm saying? Like a nigga that walks down the street, I don't give a fuck what set you are, unless you the big homie, you can't tell me that a nigga's gonna super violate me. I mean, even a big homie. You get what I'm saying? So and it's weird because everything you were saying on that point is right. Like, yo, they're indicting Casanova over some shit on Vlad. This nigga is on the wiretap talking about you should get violated, my nigga. Like, and this nigga he's not arrested? There's no RICO case? I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to like, it just don't make no fucking sense. So now I'm looking at this nigga like, yeah, it
all right.
Go ahead.
This is all right. This is where it becomes tricky because like this could be one of those Vlad questions, right? I could sit here and I could say this is why and not saying the cops are listening, but we don't know, and it could implicate somebody.
He's
right?
not on the show, so it's just hearsay. We're just talking.
No,
so
but I'm saying, it don't matter. But this is how it happens, right? So now somebody might hear this who knows, you know what I'm saying, and then go, yo, check what they said here, and then now all of a sudden they sharing it, and it could potentially be so. So one, I don't know if he's out there telling, but listening from the outside in, I don't think it's if that's the only time they got him on tape, right? I don't think that warrants enough because all he said was you gotta get super duper violated. He didn't really go in. I don't know if they have him next to this guy. I don't have him if they're associated. I don't know if they got him associated.
Listen, hold on. He's telling the guys that are locked up now.
Yeah.
They need super. He's telling Mel Murder and the other nigga who's.
Yeah, I know the situation. I heard it, but what I'm saying is.
So now,
listening from the outside in, you can't tell that means he should do that to this kid. He should do anything, whatever that means. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I mean, that's the only part of the tape that was released. I mean, me and you know, there's hours and hours of tape, and they only release. So I mean, because we've sat and listened to my tapes. You get what I'm saying? So you already know that it goes a little bit deeper than just 10 seconds in a conversation. You get what I'm saying?
They're gonna put what they think they could get you on, like what they think is gonna work. But with something like that, I think it's too broad for them to use. You know what I'm saying? Like now, don't get me wrong. If they were hanging out all the time together, if they were on the phone together a lot, yeah, it would have probably been different right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where the area we in becomes the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because being so accessible, everybody want to show everything. Everybody want to go to Instagram. Everybody want to go to Facebook. Everybody want to talk on their phones. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, man, the phone's been getting tapped for a while. Like, you knew if you wanted to go do something, you go to the payphone, use the payphone. You don't use your cell phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't use your house phone. It's not that type of party. Now it's so, motherfucker get on their shit right. How many times have you been talking to your wife about anything? Oh, I want to buy a car. Just talking hypothetically. And all of a sudden you go on Facebook and they showing you mad dealerships on your new feed.
Oh, yeah, I know. I get all that. But my whole thing is like, yo, listen. Me being too close to the fire, it just doesn't sit right. Something ain't we're talking about open cases. There's a lot, my nigga. There's a lot. And for it to see I'm just comparing it to what they got.
Notice this. Have you, and I don't know, I'm just talking. Have you seen Jim Jones around any of these guys? Like next to them, besides talking to the phone once or twice, and I'm talking about the rat guy, the guy who told. Have you seen Jimmy?
Nah.
Have you seen them again? So they can't correlate them.
But what I'm saying is, them niggas fuck with Jimmy. They part of Bird Gang. Mel Murder, all them niggas part of Bird Gang. Yeah, so they're affiliated with Jimmy. So now it's like us. It's me and you, my nigga. So now it's me and you. You're on the phone with me, telling me like, yo, listen. Them niggas, I got some shit going on over here, and you like, yo, them niggas need to get violated. Now, whether or not you do it or whatever, they know me and you have a history. So now I'm locked up, and they're using this conversation as evidence. You don't tell me you're not watching what you're doing. You not like think about that, or think about it. If you're in Florida and I'm like, yo, homie. Yo, them niggas down there, they need to get fucking violated. Now you locked up and they're using this conversation. You either looking at me in one or two ways. Like, yo, my nigga, go to the promised land where we done already said where we gonna meet up. Or you working with them, my nigga.
You think so?
I mean, no, I'm just saying, how would you see it? Like, yo, dude, if they got that, like, you're locked up. and they're using this conversation as a key part of what is getting you locked up. What are you gonna look at me as? First of all, just as a nigga that you know me. Later for Jim Jones and all, I'm just saying.
I understand what you're saying. That's where it becomes touchy for me, right? Because like I've been in similar situations, but not that situation exactly. Like it's been to the point to where like I've been somewhere, I leave, and all of a sudden an hour later, something happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? And those people could have felt that way too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they did. They never said anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it could be that type of shit too. Like, you know what I mean? So again, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if he telling it, if he didn't tell.
Oh, no, I was just saying it kind of made sense. Like his
it kind of if one is two and then three, it kind of, if you think about it, it lays out.
Time, me personally, I got to take into consideration that he's also telling niggas that, you know, they should go up in a fucking federal building and try to free Casanova if they really about. This is what this nigga was talking about in the same fucking live, dude. He was saying if y'all was really about it, if y'all was really apes, y'all would storm the federal building and go free your nigga. I'm looking at this nigga like, and niggas is donating money to this motherfucker, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo,
this is where people need to understand somebody like Hassan and somebody like Vlad. Like, yo, dude, they understand.
Dangerous, dude.
No, they understand. They understand their niche, right? And by understanding your niche, you kind of hold power over your consumer because you know how to get them to bite on what you put out there. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, think about how many people you know. Let's say artists, a trash artist that you might know, but this nigga, he moving units, and you're like, yo, how the fuck he found his niche? He's found this thing, and he knows how to keep giving them what they want, so they can keep going for attention. Like these people who go viral, right? Like once they learn the method, they keep applying it and they keep using it. They might tweak it, but it keeps going for them. And that's like these guys. They know what to say to get people to you know what I'm saying? To feed into it.
I guess so. It's just motherfuckers, yo, because niggas was definitely ringing that nigga bell and clicking on that shit. I'm looking at these niggas.
Like look how I got you. I never heard you talk about this guy ever.
Yo, this is what I'm saying, dude. Yeah.
How many more videos you gonna go watch now to see what he said?
I'm not gonna watch no more of his videos because I don't fuck like, yo, listen, like that's one thing. Like he had me hooked on the fact that like it's like, yo, all right, I dig what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, all right, the Jim Jones thing, like I wanted to actually see what information he was pulling up so that I could go and check this information. Right. And I'm like I said, I'm a logical thinker. Like I can add, you know what I'm saying? I know 2 + 2 is 4. I can figure out, you know, A, then B, you're gonna get C. You get what I'm saying? I can logically think. So I'm like, all right, whatever he's telling me, he has to line it up. He started lining that up, and then he started going into Casanova, and then he's like, yeah, you know, he's a revolutionist, and he's not going outside, and you know, niggas like, why you know, I put down the gang shit. Like he was really downplaying the gang shit, which I can understand. He did his time or whatever. You know, but in the same breath, you talking about, but if you was really a big ape, you know, putting in all this work, then y'all would go and storm the federal building. Go and get your man. He's comparing to what Asada Shakur did why she was wanted. Like they broke her out of jail. That's how she got to Cuba. She wasn't free. You get what I'm saying? No, they went and snatched her up out of jail. Times are way different. That's first and foremost. You get what I'm saying? And for you to have that platform and to be hitting the masses like that and to be actually spewing out that shit, that's dangerous. Like I'm all for the revolution.
That's his niche, That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, I didn't know. This was
that's his niche. That's what he does. He says shit for one to get the stupid motherfuckers who will actually listen to him to actually, yo, son, we should go and then he says it to get people like you to be like, yo, but what the fuck? Once you talking about it, think about it. You talking about it now, right? How many people are gonna watch this and go look for this interview, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then,
I mean, I want them to look for the Jimmy shit because that's what got me. But I had to.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's his. He got his niche, right? You spoke about it, right? So whoever listened to the show who haven't seen that, guarantee you they probably gonna go look for that. So then now he did his job. He did his job because he got
a view, but he got one view but lost a viewer. He got one view but lost a viewer. You get what I'm saying?
But that's what you do as a creator. You find your niche, you put it out there, you get people intrigued on what you're putting out there enough to bite on it, so you can bring them into your world, right? And even right, wrong, and indifferent. That's what creators do, and that's what him and Vlad do. You know what I'm saying? So going back, recircling back to what we were talking about, the whole Vlad shit. You know, I don't know if he's necessarily working with the government. I don't know if this guy Hassan working with the government. I don't know if Jim working with the government. You know what I'm saying? I just know that he asks the questions. You know what I mean? And it's up to the person being interviewed to either answer that shit or even for one go on there in the first place, right? You know what I mean? Like artists realize the platforms that you go into, what these places are about. Like I would hope before you come on in the studio, you know what in the studio is. You know what I mean? You know what we do here. You know what I mean? Not saying you got to know me or Shot personally, but you know what the essence of the show is. You know what I mean? And I think that's very important for any artist. I think right now in the world that we're in, a lot of artists are worried about being seen. They're worried about this viral thing. They're worried about this whole internet thing, but they don't realize they need to go what's really gonna help them. You know what I mean? And benefit their brand or their business. Like you can't just do any show. You can't just do any performance.
You know what's funny though?
Hang on, you can't do a song with any artist, right? You know what I mean? So same thing with this. You can't go on any platform. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you do artists, you're not gonna go on the Christian Mingle platform. Like you know what I mean? Like if you do hip hop, excuse me. You know what I mean? So same thing with this. Just because he's Vlad and he does these numbers, don't mean I'm gonna go on there. Like for instance, if you don't freestyle, don't go on Sway. Like you know what I'm saying? Same kind of shit.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is that it's never them.
What you mean it's never them?
It's always the management or agent. If somebody say, yo, you're booked for this, and this is going to be great for you because you get what I'm saying? That and the fact that the game is changing, dude. Like there's like there's interviews you could go and see and niggas is talking. It's now that they're making it so that they can fucking use it in the court of law against you.
But see, that's where you're getting it twisted. That's the thing right there. It's not that they made it; it always have been. It's that video wasn't the way it is now.
Yeah, it's more accessible. But this is what I'm saying. Like, yo, dude, the cops weren't looking at Don Diva magazines to get niggas.
Yeah, because Don Diva magazine wasn't having you. They wasn't telling you, yo, posting this picture with a gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or do this and do this. This guy is intentionally asking these questions to see. Yeah, one, he wants you to answer because that's more clickbait for him, right? It's getting people to go and click these links. You know what I mean? It's up to that person who's being asked that question to be like, yeah, is this, and this? Or try to reroute them. Like, one thing I tell, and you heard me tell this to our artists before, control the interview, right? So if they ask you something, let's say they ask you some crazy off the wall question that could get you potentially jail time. You could go around that shit and take it where you want to go. Like shout out to homie Enzo at the beginning of the show. He kind of was he was controlling it for a second or two. We didn't even ask him a question. He took it over, right?
Yeah, but my thing, listen. It gets to the point to where they want to be on the show. So they're glorified by, go check my Vlad interview. Like it's a whole big thing, dude. It's not just Vlad. I think it's a love affair, dude.
Nah, they ain't a love affair. They trying to get
the
numbers.
It's a fucking love affair. These motherfuckers,
they understand.
They're in love with the gangsterism, going out and telling their story. Yo, dude, I was on the cover of Don Diva. I did the Vlad interview. Yo, go check my Vlad interview. I'm in there telling the real stories. Yo, like, listen. Like,
because they look at it as an accomplishment to be on somebody on their show.
But that's what I'm saying. They look at it, they wear it as a badge of honor. So when they go in there, and you know what's even more fucked up? Is probably a lot of motherfuckers go in there and lie about shit. And then get in the court and be like, yeah, that wasn't true. Well, you said it here. So, and we're going to put this, and this to make it true because we got an informant who's good enough to fucking connect the fucking dots. You got a family member, homie, who was nowhere near any of anything. But because he's in the picture and their informant was good enough to make dots connect that weren't there, guess what? He had to do time. You get what I'm saying? Unnecessary time.
Yeah, because he was associated with it. Not saying that he was associated with it. They had him around these people enough to make it look like it was that. You know what I'm saying? And so it goes back to like again, it goes back to these motherfuckers really all right, what's the reason they're gonna go to Vlad? You know what I mean? They're gonna go because Vlad pulls in numbers, view wise, right? He got a fan base. People go listen to this guy, right? For whatever reason. So that's their one intention, right? So when you hit them up and like, yo, come to Vlad, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Vlad because Vlad does 1 million. When every time Vlad go, Vlad gonna do 1 million. So and then with my brand, we're gonna do 2. So that's one, right? They go there, and then now instead of them, when the question comes, instead of them saying, yo, but you know, my album is go the route that they should be going to promote whatever they got going on, they get pulled into the trap. Yo, we talking now. I'm talking with Vlad. We chilling. And you don't even see, I don't think people even realize this is the crazy part about his interviews. You don't see Vlad. The camera's on you though. It's like an interrogation. Like, you know what I'm saying? People's not really, you know what I mean? So he's setting you, so you it's your stage. Yo, it's just you. People just hear the voice. It's like really an interrogation.
Nah,
when they got the camera on you, when they got the camera on you, and all they see is you right there.
When they play it, that's you on the stand, and you talking about you just gave a nigga $150 in the yard, and you're in there for a robbery. But on parole, you said that you was a changed man, and now they got you talking about how you moving.
Right. So it's like you sitting in the box. You sitting in the box right there, right? The judge right there, and the DA come to you and say, "So on the night in question, did you do da?" And now you like, yeah, he popped out, and I did da because you on Vlad. But if you was in court, you'd be like, "Y'all plead the fifth." Like, why ain't they doing that? Or why ain't they just saying, "Yo, I'm not." Yo, next question. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my point. Like, it's don't get me wrong.
They also might have a thing to go on there. Like, yo, you got to answer everything we ask you, else we're not airing the show. Because they chop those up.
You know, they chop them up. That's that's another thing he does. He'll take an hour interview, put 4 minutes to get more numbers out of an hour interview, which is very smart.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's on his job, but he's a fucking scuzzbucket. Fuck him.
No. But again, what he's asking, he's intentionally doing. You know what I mean? So he knows people need to be smart and know what the fuck is going on before they go up there and get caught up in some bullshit.
Well, I say because guess what? If a nigga house got roaches, are you gonna go to the nigga house and be like, yo, maybe a roach won't follow me, or you just not gonna fuck with the nigga?
Listen, I'm from the projects, my nigga. Like, I would go in the
fuck with roaches. Nigga. You got them as pets. They different. Roaches are like hummingbirds down there. But you already know. Great show, good talk, good vibes.
Hold on, let me see, yo. Next week, next week. You ready for next week? I haven't even told you yet. I told you, but you don't know the date he was coming on.
Get the flyers and get stuff going. Let's
get it. I got you. So next week.
Let me get
next week we got the homie Mental to God. You already know.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be super dope.
He just dropped the project. He was on our BYB event. You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy. We got a lot to talk about. Like I recently found out maybe a couple months ago. He's an artist. I didn't know he raps. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. Right. You know what I mean? For me not to know he rapped. So we're gonna bring it all to fruition. He just put out a project. We're gonna talk about the project. We're gonna talk about, what he thought about the event. You know what I mean? Maybe what we could have did different, what we should have did, all that good stuff, because we need the input. We like the feedback. But don't forget, man, Saturday night, 8 p.m., Blazing My Radio. Next week, we on with Mental to God. We don't have nothing lined up for Friday. And I don't know about the next Friday just yet. I'm working on a couple of things.
Make sure you guys check the replay. Blaze 'em Up Radio, 8 p.m. Saturday. We got Mental to God next week. I definitely enjoyed Enzo. I enjoyed our talk. I wish we could actually spend an hour, a separate hour, just going through certain shit, because some of this shit we gotta talk about. And you know what's funny is that I hate mentioning other assholes' names or people that I don't want to promote them on no level, but son had me worked. You already know, like you said, you ain't never seen me even mention this dude. You didn't even know I watched this fucking dude. And like I said, I was just pretty much checking up on Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I don't want to. I just wanted to know. You know, we know a lot of people that Jimmy fucks with. So it's not like there wouldn't be a situation, or it's not like it's impossible for us to not be around this nigga. You get what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why you didn't find out this information before when you were hearing it? You get what I'm saying? Because I mean, I don't give a fuck what type of business we deal with. You know, we could do business, but I would never feel comfortable around anybody that I don't feel comfortable around. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know, it could be Michael Jordan, and it could be whoever. You get what I'm saying? If I don't feel comfortable about your morals and how you move, you know, our time together is going to be very limited. You know, and it depends on the size of the bag at that point. You get what I'm saying? Like, but dude, dope interview. You know, you got to go to work tomorrow. I got to go to work tomorrow. So we might as well get up out of here. Make sure you guys like, share, comment. Tell a friend to tune in to the replay, Blaze 'em Up Radio. Shout out once again to the homie Enzo. And next week we got Mental the God. Until then, we are out. We love you. You guys be safe. All right? Easy. Deuces.